Don't forget to check out my Patreon where we have exclusive content such as Camp Zero Base 1, 17's Nana Tour, 17 in the Soup, Finding Stray Kids, Blackpink House, EXO's Ladder, EXO Showtime, A-Pink Showtime, and tons of other content including extra variety shows, K-dramas, animes, and movies.
Hey guys, Angie here, and today I'm very nervous because we're going to be watching the new documentary for Sserafim, and it's called Make It Look Easy. Now I think they released these all in the same day, which is crazy, or at least like it wasn't like once a week. I don't know why they did it that way because that feels kind of odd to me. To I mean, I guess they're all getting views though. I just feel like you would pace it. I'm nervous because I don't sugarcoat my opinion. I'm too honest for my own good sometimes.
Okay, so I went on my really long rant about Sakura and the hate she's been getting, and Sserafim in general, but I'm just gonna sum it up, and please just take what I say with a grain of salt. I am not of the mindset that Sakura deserves this hate or any of the girls. Back then, when the whole Encore and Coachella stuff happened, and to this day agree, they were not very good with their vocals and live performance. I am of the mindset that Sakura, even watching Produce 48 right now, I even say it there, I don't think she's the best singer, and I'm very confused on her success and the whole Produce 48 thing, and I'm reacting to it on Patreon. I obviously, with context of that show, know a bit more why she gets first place and everything, but I do agree with people who are just critiquing and not hating that she should be better by now, and it's very odd to me, and I don't quite know why she continued to be an idol after IZ*ONE. But if she really likes to be an idol and performer, I don't know why she's almost worse now, or at least not as good as she was in IZ*ONE. And I don't know why between the break of IZ*ONE and Sserafim she wasn't better, and I'm wondering how they were training her, but I think this is an issue with HYBE, that they do not focus on vocal lessons and they seem to focus more on performance. But that being said, this does not indicate that she should be getting any hate for her anxiety of performing. And I do think she should be on maybe a mental health break. And then during that time, she can probably focus on her mental health. Because I think if she was better at singing, she would be more confident. And then believe in herself more, because she was like this in Produce 48 as well, and she got better when she was given more confidence. But because of the hate she's been getting, obviously she's going to be worse because she has a lot of anxiety around performance. But this doesn't mean to shield someone from any critique, but obviously the hate they're getting is not just critique. The ones I've seen are mainly critiquing them, but there are people who are just using this as a reason to hate on them. But this goes with all the girls. I think maybe I feel like the company set them up with this documentary because they're just going to get more hate from this, which they are, because it looks like they're throwing a pity party and putting out this documentary instead of getting vocal lessons. But obviously fans know this documentary was already planned before all this, but I think releasing it now was not a good idea because of the context of everything. But HYBE is stupid, and I think they're using this documentary as a way to push the hate onto the girls instead of the company at this point. I don't know, but that's my opinion.
Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. What song is this? This isn't their song. Is it? Wait. I think it is. I don't know why. I can't think of which song it is.
피곤하지. 원래 오늘
That's not English. Why did it go away?
퇴근이지.
맞아요.
Oh, there's also wait, I forgot to mention this. People me whispering because it's like it's tea. I kind of agree with people saying Hybe is not helping. This documentary is not helping. For one, titling it make it look easy. It does feel like trauma porn, or like a pity piece. So in one hand, to release this when your company in general is getting attacked, but also this group is one of the like 3 who are getting hate trained right now, not a good look. It makes the people hate. Dude, I understand this is for the fans, but you can't tell me they weren't stupidly hoping this may make people feel bad and back off. Or worse, even worse of an idea, like it'll give them attention, even if it's bad attention, which means they're using the girls as like shield right now. Like, hate on them, forget the drama going on in Hybe. Either way, I do agree the timing's bad. It's bad timing. I think they shouldn't have even done this documentary, because depending on how this looks, I feel like my intuition's thinking they're going to be crying a lot in this and going through bad times, and I'm gonna feel a little icky watching it sometimes, because I don't want to just see them crying. Like, they should go in therapy. like I don't know, like to film my girls crying like that, it's just kind of make me feel bad. But we'll see how it goes. But also, it's what was my second point? It's to like evoke pity, but if not, then it's like a hate train. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Like it's like, because it's kind of like they're documenting them after they got hated on for singing badly. But this means that they were probably documenting this already, so it was like probably pre-planned. But it's kind of like the whole argument of, it was like this, there's the argument of like, oh, instead of spending time and money making this documentary, you should have given them vocal lessons. I think we're going to see that, so there is that. So that's the arguments I've seen. I do agree, bad timing, and it doesn't look very good to it makes the girls look worse. It's like, oh, you thought we were bad singers? Here's a documentary of us crying over the hate for being bad singers. And I don't think they're terrible singers. I don't think they're even bad singers, but I do kind of agree with the people saying, so you're just making a documentary over yourselves crying because people are critiquing your performances that weren't good. But they're not doing it. It's not like towards the girls. It's more like, I just think the company is stupid. And this isn't going to make the girls look any better. But, okay. All that aside, now let's just watch and see how it goes.
아니, 즐겨. 잘하는 건 좋은데 좀 더 가지고 놀아야지. 그럴 수가. 무대를 너네는 즐기는 애들이잖아. 무대 왜 이렇게 부담이지? 잘하고 싶었어. 너무 잘하고 싶었어. 그래,
I was gonna say, yeah, I think you're putting words in their mouth. I would rather you ask, do you enjoy performing? Because it doesn't seem like Sakura does, and that doesn't mean she should stop. I do think we should get to the bottom of that. Like, it's in your head. Like, yes, people are being mean to her, but also there are people being mean to a lot of people. And it's like, for example, like Justin Bieber. Like, he was hated on for like all his life. Since he was famous, but he still like enjoyed performing, and you could see that. And then eventually he didn't, and then now he's a dad. But you know, performers who genuinely enjoy performing, it's like worth it to them. And I'm wondering if it's worth it to Sakura. Like, I want to get into her head a bit more.
잘하고 싶어서.
이게 너무 멋있어가지고 자고 싶다는 줄. 자고 싶어. 너무 자고 싶어. 너무 자고 싶어서. 너무 궁금해서. 빨리 끝내고 싶어. 것 같긴 해. 늘었다라는 말보다 잘한다라는 말을 듣고 싶어서, 뭐가 됐든 잘하고 싶고 잘 해내고 싶은 욕심이 너무 커서
내가 잘 할 수 있을까라는 생각도 들고,
잘 해야겠다라는 책임을 느껴요. 뭔가 더 잘하고 싶은데 여기까지인 걸까라는 생각도 들 때도 많고.
내가 봤을 때 지금 되게 긴장해 보인단 말이야. 절대 긴장할.
This is for Coachella, right? I know they are like it's for a few of the shows. Like it's not just a Coachella document. I love her hair. Looks great.
잘할 거야.
노래방.
항상 마인드 컨트롤이 필요해.
Mind control. Yeah, I think they had like a little tour or something. I can't remember. So many groups are on tour, so.
정말 잘하고 싶거든요. 욕심이 너무 많아서 문제예요.
이 부분은 무조건 내가 잘해야 된다.
열심히 해서 잘 보여주고 싶어요.
내일은 더 잘해야겠다.
더 잘해야 될 것 같고
잘하고 싶은 욕심 때문에
더 잘해야 될 것 같은 부담감도 있고
잘할 것 같다고.
너무 약간 그냥 열심히 하는 사람 같아.
아, 잘하는 것처럼 보이는 게 아니라 열심히 하는 것 같다고.
알겠지. 즐겨야 돼.
I would love to see them on tour. I can't remember if it was the beginning of this year or end of last year.
이제 암전이 되잖아요. 전 가끔 그런 생각을 해요. 불이 다시 켜지지 않는 날이 언젠가 오겠지라는 생각이 가끔 들어요. 그때 조금 무섭고 모든 언젠가는 끝이 나잖아요.
I can't get over the like complete 180 of like K-pop Twitter towards Yoonjun. Like everyone was like, "Oh, she's so good. Her lyricism, her solo songs, everything's great. She's gonna be our next girl." And now everyone's like, "Oh, we hate her. Like she's so fake. She's so pretentious. She's not even that good." It just shows how quickly the internet turns on like female artists. Or artists in general, but majority female.
저는 이제
전 이만
I sometimes just don't think they should call it a documentary because I don't think it is. It's not really like, what do you... I guess it is? I don't know.
네? 갑자기 무슨 큰일이요?
Well, it's just... I feel like K-pop uses the word documentary very lightly.
불과 폭망했다고요? 그 뮤직뱅크
She's so cute.
MC가 이제 바뀌어가지고 그 면접을 보러 가. MC 면접. 처음이라 MC는 너무 많은데.
But so she's not the MC anymore? Is that why there's no When Chase Star Diaries?
KBS 올이다. 그럼 저희는 1월 둘째 주 K차트 1위 후보를 확인해 볼까요? 함께 보시죠.
지금보다 두 톤은 올려야 돼. 기운이. 이거 왠지 시킬 것 같긴 해.
네.
그지?
SF9. SF9.
Oh, so this is their... when they had their comeback.
일단 올라가자 이제.
So yeah, this is like February?
일단 주차하고 연락해. 네.
And that's... or was it January when SF9 had their comeback with Big Bugoria? I forgot to pronounce it. They're not blaming anybody, that's crazy. Oh, is that... ugh.
좀 더 밝게 해도 될 것 같다고 하시다가 잘한다고 하셨어요. 근데 너무 배고프다.
Eat up, girl. Eat up.
떨리진 않았어요. 재밌었어요. 그게 좋은 반응이었어요, 다들. 근데 그
그 회의실이 2시부터 6시까지 잡혀 있었거든요. 그럼 저 말고 뒤에 누가 온다는 거잖아요. 붙는다 떨어진다 중에 굳이 골라야 하자면 근데 진짜 모르겠는데 잘한 것 같아요. 제가 매주
You're great,
금요일
sweetie.
바쁘게 살고 싶다고 얘기했거든요. 금요일에 봬요라고 하고 왔어요. 그러니까 안 되면 안 돼요.
2 days before the Japan. Okay, so yeah.
일단 지금 하는 거는 멤버들 자 우리가 일본 당일 스케줄 때 음방에서 하는 거야 지금.
네.
That is interesting.
풀 버전,
Sweatpants.
그다음에 블루 플레임 슛 버전밖에 없고 전부 다. 그다음에 피어리스 블루 플레임 숏 버전이고 슛 버전.
Ugh. I don't know if I should even mention it, but because stomach is just so. Ugh, I don't know. That just made me feel. I don't know. Whatever. We'll move on. People don't like when you talk about other people's bodies, but you can see her ribs. Like it's.
밖에 없고 전부 다. 그다음에 피어리스 블루 플레임 숏 붙어 있는 거 5분짜리. 요렇게 지금 한번 쭉 돌게요.
네.
됐죠? 네. 자, 26일 1월 26일 목요일 날 집부터 갑니다.
찌뿌. 찌뿌.
They moving? Or is there?
머리카락 한번 하는 게 좋겠다. 네. 그리고 이거 할 때, 요거 할 때 지금 요 손이랑 요렇게 하는 거랑 지금 요게 좀 안 맞아. 간격 조금이랑 그거를 지금 한번 모니터랑 해보시면 좋을 것 같아요.
At least she's not mean so far.
그런 것 같아. 너무 이제 많이 했으니까 방심하지 않으면 될 것 같아. 그리고 우리가 워나 음악의 부분에서 막 되게 치고 가야 되거나 에너지를 팍 줘야 되는 그런 부분이 딱 처음 보였던 것처럼 보여줘야 그게 맞지. 그렇게 하시면 될 것
You kind
같아요.
of like fall into like a
편집해서 보내주고.
laziness with your older songs after a while, I guess. Because you're, like she said, you're used to doing
밥
them.
먹고 1시간 뒤에 라이브에서 다시 봅시다.
네.
안녕하세요. 명절에. 안녕하세요. 멤버들 팀에 좋은 일이 하나 있어가지고
Coachella.
전화하고 가려고.
Yeah, this is where they announce it, I guess.
은재
But it
씨가
found out kind of late. Wait, oh, never mind. Oh, okay. It was like.
그렇게 하고 있어. 귀여워. 잘했어. 어떡해. 울어. 우리 컴백할 때 은지가 하는 거야.
야, 우리 컴백할 때 너가 해주겠네.
Oh, he's crying. Tokyo. Oh, that's so cool.
해외에서 본격적으로 활동하는 건 처음이다 보니까
She looks
걱정이
gorgeous.
됐던 것 같아요. 어떤 반응일지.
그 버스가 돌아다니는 거야. 봤어? 봤어? 못 봤어. 나 봤어. 찍어야 되는데 이러고 지나갔어. 있더라고. 실감이 나더라. 너무 놀랐는데.
일본에서 우리를 아는 사람이 있나?
Oh, of course. You're already very famous in Japan. Like, what do you mean?
비교가 안 되는.
40만 잔 정도 팔아서 사실 진짜
I like the shirt on her.
누가 사는 거야? 이런 상태였어요 진짜.
Sometimes it's hard for me to believe that she still doesn't realize how famous she is. Because, like, you were in IZ*ONE and you were famous before IZ*ONE and you're in the Sserafim. I guess maybe she could think, like, maybe she lost fans along the way, but your groups before were the most popular groups ever. Like,
되게 소중했던 것 같아요, 그 시간.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, they, like, you go to a certain number? But what if, like, some people are getting more popular? I feel like it'd be very... Oh, they have a glass thing? Even, well, this is after COVID. Oh.
진짜 상상도 못했어요. 그렇게 뜨거울 줄 몰랐어요.
마주치는 사람들이 우리를 알고 있고 우리나라가 음원 차트에 엄청 높은 순위에 있고 우리가 생각보다 일본에서도
Yeah, like she's speaking for like the group.
가서 처음으로 느꼈던 것 같아요.
반응이 너무 좋아서 팬분들도 너무 좋아해 주시는 것 같아서 되게 뿌듯했고
뭔가 그거를 훨씬 뛰어넘어야 된다는 부담감도 있었고 뭔가 의지도 있었고 바람도 있었고
Oh, this is last year. Oh, jeez. Okay, so we're going back in time. That's why my brain's all fucked up right now. Like, I'm just so confused. So all this in the beginning was when she was... Okay, I thought these clips of Unche... Did they say the date? It probably did. I'm gonna have to edit that, because...
네? 갑자기 무슨 큰일이요? 폭망이요? 엠플라잉 신곡 폭망이 계속 생각나서 이 선생은 불가 폭망했다고요? 그 뮤직뱅크 MC가 이제 바뀌어가지고 그 면접을 보러 가. MC 면접.
Didn't say the year or anything.
너무 많은데.
I thought... So I'm stupid. She was saying... I'm the MC... And the MC's changing from me to someone else. And she's like interviewing the new MC, like passing it on kind of, because I think they do that sometimes. So I was so confused. They should have put the date there. Maybe they did in the car? Like, she's been the MC for like so long now, like they just assume we know because they change their hair all the time. My mind just goes, oh, this is when she has black hair again. But I don't know her. Yeah, they don't say the date. They don't say it at all. Bad editing. The one time their editing's not good.
팬분들도 너무 좋아해.
Can they just do this chronologically? It's very annoying.
언니가 발을 조금 일찍 떼는 것 같아. 여기를 맞춰야 될 것 같아.
진짜 어렵다.
진짜.
I know this is like kind of a backhanded compliment, but I like their skin, like seeing Yunjin's skin not perfect.
그냥 언니가 아예
You know?
처음부터 나가 있는 게 나아? 아니면
Because when idols zoom in, it's usually like perfect. Even without makeup. And I'm like, it's kind of nice seeing an idol with a bit of acne. Makes them feel human.
나갔었거든? 근데 오늘은 잘 와서 모르겠어. 이걸 어떻게 해야 되지?
They're so cute.
흥분했어 거기.
Girl, you had no idea. The layering of her hair is crazy. I should do mine layers more like that, because how much weight this would be lifted.
과연 이번 주 영광 1위의 주인공은 웬스라면!
I like their staff for playing along with them. Like the mood's light here. I like it.
네. 5분 뒤에 올라가겠습니다. 그러면 목표니 갔나 봐. 잠깐만. 이거 정해야 돼.
That shirt's so pretty. I like when Sakura was like blue. Oh, the butterflies iconic. Is she okay? No. Is she okay? Is she okay? Is she okay? I was so stressed. I saw her before and I was like, is she good? But then I was like, okay, they're not pointing it out. My maternal instincts are kicking in here. I'm like, don't make me cry. Especially the baby. It's like she was grabbing her chest. Like, that's not good. I saw her, like, I felt like her heart rate. Like, she is so young. They're definitely not eating well right now. And it's hot. I can't tell if it's a panic attack or if she's having like Haechan from NCT also had like a heart thing. The fan cans are stupid and they should just stop doing them because I feel like it puts more pressure on idols. Because I've seen the behind the scenes to it and I'm like, oh, they refilm the fan cams a lot too. Are we checking like her heart rate and everything? Are we checking those things?
지금 대기실 갈 수 있어?
괜찮겠어?
Oh, she's crying. Oh, no. See, it's things like these. Like, she's an underage child. I don't want to see... Not because I don't want to be faced with the reality of this. I know these things happen. I point them out all the time. I'm like, these idols are not eating well. They get 3 hours of sleep. They starve before the comebacks. And they're doing these performances that are very high intensity. Yes, they're going to pass out and stuff. Like, this is no shock. I don't want to see, especially because I don't want to see even an adult in like a vulnerable state like that where they feel like they're dying. Like, I don't want to see that. It's like more for like their privacy, like their vulnerability. Like, they don't get to really approve these things. And you can say, oh, they probably asked them. And it's like, they're not going to say no because that's their boss. I don't feel comfortable seeing a child having either like a panic attack or... And the girls didn't freak out. Yeah, I was just gonna say this. They didn't react. This happens a lot. They did not react. This wasn't like a, oh my god, is she okay? This was like, oh, this has happened. I was just about to say that and then. That's not normal or okay. Like,
한 번씩 갑자기 꼭 이렇게 올 때가 있는데 연습할 때도 가끔 갑자기 숨 확
that means she
차고
has like, I don't know, something's physically that she needs to get checked out. Like, that's not, I hope they are getting her, even if they get her checked out, they're not gonna like do anything. Like, this is so frustrating.
가끔 그랬던 적 있긴 했는데 오늘 조금 과호흡 같은 그런 약간 비슷해요. 내가 뭐가 이상이 있는 건 원래 아닌데 이게 이제
How is this lady gonna tell me something? There's nothing wrong. The 16-year-old girl, I think she's 16 at this point, maybe 17, is struggling to breathe after, this is rehearsals. They do a dry I forgot what the other one's called, a dry rehearsal, a different rehearsal, and then they perform. That's only 2 performances. Maybe maybe 3, maybe even 5. Like, so how is she doing concerts? Like, if this is so common that she needs to like lay down, this isn't like a brush it off thing. Like, this isn't like, we gotta get that checked. It's either a mental thing, a physical thing, something.
어떨 때 한 번씩 이렇게 올 수 있다. 그 정도였죠. 일단 지금 컨트롤하는 게. 네. 네.
And the fact they put this in a documentary to be like, oh, she can't breathe sometimes after a performance, but it's okay. It's nothing serious. It's fine. Like, that just shows the staff aren't putting much thought into that.
4명은 할 수 있겠지만.
왜냐면 풀고도 막 계속 해야 되는 거. 아니면 음침실 상태가 춤추거나 이런 상태가 아니라 가창물이라도 할 수 있으면 아까 말씀하신 것처럼 의자라도 있고
Well, it's not nothing physical. This is something like, it's not like she can't dance. It's like, we need to go take her somewhere to like. He says as they're putting her back on stage, this is where you as an adult step in and say you're not doing it. This is where you step in as the guardian, like you're basically her guardian at this point, and say, you're not doing it. Let's go to seek some help so we can better ourselves and make sure you're okay. I don't like this. This is that like, let's put this in, let's you don't have to do this. No, you're the adult in the situation. This is your artist. You tell them, you're not performing today. Tomorrow we're going to go seek some counseling or go see a doctor and to find out what's wrong so that we can then fix the issue or at least tend to the issue, find out what it is to further ourselves down the line so you can perform because she wants to perform. This is like, if it's like an athlete is having like health issues and then the coach is like, oh, they're fine. Oh, it's fine. He wants to do it. Obviously he wants to do it, but if he keeps doing it or if she keeps doing it, it's gonna hurt themselves later and then they can never do it again. Like, this isn't, you can't just brush these things off. Like, it seems like it's just like a little bit hyperventilation, but it can be something very deeply rooted in her physical or mental health. And they are the adults in this situation, and they should know this. Like, I don't understand, and I don't like seeing this child not be taken seriously. I'm not going to admire the child going on stage after hyperventilating. Like, I'm going to be concerned for her because she thinks it's okay. And she's a kid. She doesn't know any better. She doesn't know this could harm her more later. You should know that because you're her choreographer or manager or something. Or even just a normal adult who should know, like, that's not something that's brushed off. I don't like that they're portraying it like an admirable thing. Oh wait, is she not there? Okay, we're good. No, she is. Well, someone is missing. I'm confused. Oh, okay. That's why. Dang, I was about to be like, oh, they didn't put her on stage. No, they did. Let's see how they treat this after. What was that shop for? Like, oh, they did other performances too. Oh, that's great. No, I don't like they're praising this. Like they're encouraging it. That's just gonna make an artist think even more like, oh, it's okay. Look at them cheering for me. I overcame the issue. When really you just pushed the issue down. And this is just going to encourage artists further to just push past their pain instead of dealing with it. Oh, this is so bad. Why would you? Oh, don't cry. Like, what? Like, this isn't cute, supportive staff. This is just like, it's like a parent being like, oh, my child's having health issues, but they want to still do their things. And instead of being like the parent to step in and be like, no, it's like, oh, but they want to do it. It's okay. Let me encourage them anyways. It's like, no, there are moments where you step in and you fix it. I don't like that. It makes people shut down and not tell you when something actually is wrong because they're like, oh, I'm getting praised for doing it anyways.
무조건 해야 된다고 그 생각밖에 없었어서.
See, that's not good. That's terrible.
마음 하나로.
Yeah, you did it this time, but what about next time?
할 수 있을지 아니면 못할지 그런 걸 고민할 틈도 없이 처음부터 끝까지 그냥 무조건 해야 된다 그 생각만 가지고 있었어서.
This is the exact same thing that happened with Jungkook from BTS. He did that. It was in like 2017. This is a Hybe issue. It all comes back to Hybe. This is not cute. I know this is a K-pop issue. This is a Korean issue. This is a Korea society like work issue. The work ethic is to just push through no matter what and ignore anything because you're like admired when you do that. It's like, no, it's not cute. It happens in America too, but like we all know it's like very commonly rooted in the work society. And she's like a child, and I don't. It's bad enough seeing an adult do it.
상황이 은채가 막 그러고 싶어서 그런 건 아니잖아요.
Obviously not.
우리 모두가 너무 열심히 준비한 무대인데 근데 그 당일날에 개봄이 안 따라.
They're making it seem like it's a one-time thing, but we just saw. That lady said this happens.
써셔도 돼요. 여기 있는 건 더 불안해요.
오케이.
Is that Sakura? I think that's Sakura. See, that was definitely like an anxiety and or panic attack. I don't know what Unche's was. It was hard to kind of tell because like hyperventilating and like her movements and actions, it's kind of hard to decipher exactly what it was. They didn't really go into much detail, but like the way Sakura was there, I don't.
근데 저는 뭔가 멈추는 게 무서워요. 차라리 힘들다 근데 달려야 된다라는 시기가 인생에서 몇 번 올지 모르잖아요. 사실 계속 뭔가 새로운 거 보여줘야 되고 계속 우리 이야기를 보여줘야 되는데 진짜 아이돌로서.
This is why I think Sakura needs to seek therapy because that mindset's not. But I know it's just so common and like.
누구도 그 사람들 진짜 대박이었지라고.
Like a lot of idols probably need a lot of therapy because they have like an addiction to like the drive, the adrenaline, and it's like a. But like, so does it
라고
just more
얘기할 수 있는
intensify? Like, she
타이밍은 아닌 것
actually
같아요,
has
사실.
like
그렇지만 앞으로
severe
세라핌이
anxiety. Eunchae was not even in this. Eunchae and Keza were not in these
세라핌이 정말
episodes. I'm very
잘 되고
curious
싶어요.
if they have anything going on. They
이
probably do. But
걸그룹들 중에 제일 멋있는 퍼포먼스를 보여드릴 수 있는 팀, 그리고
I love she
저희만의 이야기를 할 수
specifically
있는
said
팀,
girl group. That's very interesting to me.
그런 유일한 팀이 되고 싶어요.
It was a very random ending on Eunchae, who was like absent throughout the whole episode. I'm very curious. That's not one, that's the bare minimum, and two, that doesn't matter. That's not for that should be the baseline of a like any human being to have consent to do something. Two, that's very normal. I've seen many managers or people say that to idols. It very much happens all the time. But three, it means nothing because they are children and or young adults who are kind of trained to just stick with it anyways. Like, they're not going to say no. I don't think I've seen a single idol say no to that. I've seen Sungchul say yes after having a panic attack on stage. He like went down, left, came back after not feeling well, and then he tried again, and then he had to leave. Like, it was like he literally couldn't do it. I don't. She was having a panic attack but didn't quit. That's not. I hate this mindset so much. I'm very much just against that. Like, that was just not. Let me see. It's very interesting. I can't find like threads for specific episodes, so I couldn't really read too much. But the comments and everything are praising Eunchae for doing it anyways and saying she's brave and strong for doing it. But I think people don't realize it's not really being strong. It can also be being scared of not doing it, which is not a healthy mindset. But also, there's a lot of comment. I did find like a little post where people were talking about like, it's widely regarded companies are evil forces that force idol to do things, but sometimes they are their worst enemies with their pride and sense of responsibility. But who's giving them those mindsets? It's the companies. Like, we've seen the practices, we've seen it. They cater to fans and people on the outside because they want money and greed. So you don't just grow up with that mindset. You're given it by people around you, whether it be in school or in the companies. So it's not like it's something does it you it's pushed upon you to be that way. It's how you're raised, it's how you're treated. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so the blonde lady, her name's Soyeon Amy, and she's the choreographer. Because I couldn't figure out like if she was the manager or something. Yeah, to be a choreographer and to not stop a child from going on stage after having a health scare like that is even more concerning to me. I saw someone say, oh, I hope they got it checked out because it could be asthma or I think it's called like physical exertion. Is that what it is? And that's what I was saying before. Like, it can be so many different things, and to not like, we're assuming they didn't check out because that's what they're telling me. They didn't show me or tell me at all. They didn't give me any indication about what it is. They just showed that, and I'm going off of that. That's their fault. They should have edited something more there. So yeah, I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to be stubborn on this. The fact that all adults were there and no one stopped her as the one in charge is icky to me. And now I'm like, oh, great. They must do that a lot then. There's going to be so many. Now I never know. Eunchae could be backstage, like, about to pass out. I have no idea. I did like this episode. I'm very much noticing a trend of hype groups right now where they disregard all their health issues. They don't push vocal lessons onto them, and they are extra overcompensating with, oh, you don't have to do this. You know, we all know they're going to do it. You're the one in charge. Stop them. Stop the artist from going on stage and making it worse. It's happened with BTS, TXT, etc. It's happened probably with other groups outside of companies. I'm just noticing it more with groups because they give you, they're worse because they show us it. Like, other groups could be doing this, but the company's at least evil enough and so evil, an evil genius enough to not show us. But the fact they show us it with BTS, TXT, and now Sserafim makes it extra evil to me because they're showing us their lack of competency. Like, they're not very competent enough to be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't show this part. So I don't know. Maybe it's because most of the fans are kids and they're not going to think about that. But as an adult who has had many issues breathing, I'm like, that's not something to joke about. I should get checked, but I'm broke. She's not. Y'all take her to the hospital and make sure she doesn't have asthma or a heart issue, or maybe, you know, to eat better, you know, maybe to actually feed these kids and not force them on diets where they're like severely underweight, because that is an issue with your heart a lot of times, especially when you're so young like that. But alas, I will be checking out episode 2, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
서로 존재해 right now 난 너를 절대 떠나지 않아 Don't wanna let you go